Welcome, dear viewers, to Pulse of Awareness, the channel that illuminates your minds and broadens your horizons toward a better life. Don't forget to support the channel by liking, subscribing, and activating the notification bell. Today, we'll discuss a very important topic: the trap of hard work. Why isn't hard work enough to build wealth? Follow the content until the end to discover the truths that will change your life. First, the trap of selling time. Every morning you wake up and sell hours of your life for a limited salary, as if you're a merchant selling his capital without investing it in something that grows. This reversed economic logic traps you in a harsh equation. Time runs out and wealth doesn't accumulate. The economic philosopher Karl Marx said that the worker sells his labor power, not the result of his work. Herein lies the difference between those who build wealth and those who remain in the cycle of struggle. The wealthy don't sell their time, they build systems that work without them. They create companies, real estate, and investments that generate continuous income even while they sleep. When you tie your income to your working hours, you place a specific ceiling on your financial growth. Because the day has only 24 hours and your human energy is limited, Robert Kiyosaki in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad said that the poor work for money while the rich make money work for them. This sentence summarizes the difference between the two mentalities. Every day you spend in a traditional job is a day you drain your creative energy instead of directing it to build something of your own, something that grows with time. Think about the difference between someone who owns a tree that bears fruit every season and someone who works every day to buy a single fruit. The first built an asset and the second is stuck in the cycle of consumption. Your financial liberation begins when you understand that real wealth is not built by selling time, but by building multiple and sustainable income sources. Second, the prison of limited beliefs. Your mind, which you think protects you, may be the biggest jailer of your potential. Every negative belief about money is an invisible lock preventing you from reaching wealth. Buddha said, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." If your thoughts about money are negative, your financial life will reflect that. Many grew up in environments that say money is the root of all evil, or that the rich are greedy and corrupt, and that poverty is a spiritual virtue. This mental programming creates an internal conflict between your desire for wealth and your fear of it. You find yourself sabotaging your financial opportunities without realizing it. Psychologist Carl Jung said that what we resist persists. When you reject money consciously or unconsciously, you drive it away from your life. Limited beliefs make you see opportunities as risks. They make you miss golden opportunities that could have changed your life. Some people believe that wealth is limited and that their gain means someone else's loss. This belief prevents them from pursuing success with strength and confidence. Transformation begins with reprogramming your subconscious mind, replacing negative beliefs with positive ones. Abundance exists for everyone, and money is a tool to achieve good and freedom. Third, the ignorance of financial intelligence. Most people learn how to earn money, but they don't learn how to keep it or grow it. This financial ignorance is why many work hard but remain poor. The educational system teaches us mathematics and science, but it doesn't teach us how to read financial statements. It doesn't teach us the difference between assets and liabilities or how to invest. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, said he spends 80% of his time reading and learning. The wealthy invest in their continuous financial education. When you don't understand how money works, you become a victim of those who do understand it. Banks and financial institutions benefit from your ignorance to profit from your pocket. Financial intelligence isn't about earning more money, but about understanding how to circulate money, how to make every dollar work for you and bring you additional dollars. Many fall into the trap of consumer debt because they don't realize the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is used to buy income-generating assets, bad debt for buying luxuries. Inflation eats your savings every year without you feeling it, if you don't invest them wisely. Money that stays in the bank loses its value over time. Learning financial intelligence is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's the difference between financial slaves and free people. Those who possess knowledge possess power in the world of money. Fourth, the slavery of the comfort zone. The human mind is designed to seek safety and avoid risks. This is what kept our ancestors alive in caves, but it keeps you poor today. The comfort zone is a comfortable prison you build yourself around your potential. It's the place you know and control, but it doesn't allow you to grow. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no greater fear than our fear of our own potential." Many fear success more than they fear failure. Staying in a safe job with a fixed salary gives you a feeling of stability, but it's false stability, because it makes you completely dependent on one income source that could disappear at any moment. Every great achievement in history began with someone who left their comfort zone and ventured into the unknown. Major inventions and giant companies were built by people who dared. When you choose safety over growth, you choose to stay at the same level for life. And a life that doesn't grow is a life that gradually withers. Wealth doesn't come to those sitting in their comfortable places, but to those who take calculated risks. Caution here is not cowardice, but a balance between courage and wisdom. Think about all the opportunities you missed because they were outside your familiar zone. How much wealth was lost because of your fear of calculated adventure? Real growth begins when you realize that temporary comfort costs permanent poverty, and that temporary discomfort is the price of financial freedom. Fifth, the poison of a toxic environment. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do," and we can add, "We are also those we repeatedly associate with." Your social environment either elevates you toward the peak or drags you toward the bottom. The 5 people you spend most of your time with determine the direction of your life. If your circle mocks ambition and celebrates limitation, you're in a toxic environment. These people don't necessarily wish you harm, but they fear you'll surpass them. Chinese philosopher Confucius said, "Choose a friend better than yourself and you'll elevate yourself." A positive environment pushes you upward and a negative one pulls you downward. People who constantly complain and blame circumstances are infected with a victim mentality, and this mentality is more contagious than any virus. When you try to develop yourself and people around you criticize you, know that you've started on the right path. Critics always sit in the stands and are not in the arena. A toxic environment isn't limited to people only, but also includes the content you consume daily. Superficial TV programs and negative social media poison your mind. Think about the difference between someone who spends hours watching entertainment clips and someone who invests their time in learning. The first consumes their life without return, and the second builds their future. Changing your environment may be the most important step toward financial and personal success. Seek those who inspire you and challenge you to be better, and distance yourself from those who discourage you. At the end of today's journey, we realize that poverty is not an inevitable fate, but the result of thinking patterns and behaviors that can be changed. Hard work is necessary, but not sufficient alone to build wealth. You must free yourself from the trap of selling your time and build assets that work for you day and night. Reprogram your mind from limited beliefs to beliefs of abundance and possibility. Invest in your financial intelligence as it's your strongest weapon in life's battle. Leave your comfort zone and take calculated and wise risks. And finally, change your environment to surround yourself with those who elevate and inspire you. These principles are not theories, but the laws of success applied by everyone who achieved their financial freedom. Now it's your turn. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment with your opinion, and share the video with those you love. Subscribe to Pulse of Awareness and activate the notification bell to receive everything new. We'll meet in the next video, God willing.